Hi, this is Robbie again, another Thursday, and I'm thinking of a couple of ideas today. One is a joke I recently heard, nothing new, but it's a joke about a fellow in business saying that of all the ads he runs for his business, about half are a waste of time and money, and the other half are really good. The big problem is he doesn't know which is which. And that makes me think of some other ideas that are coursing through my mind and wondering what can we really be sure about. And the conclusion I'm coming up with so far is that whatever you're sure about, don't be so sure. I recently read a book review about a fellow named Niccolo Machiavelli. You've probably heard of his books and his writing. He was a politician who lived in Italy about 500 years ago, at a time when just about every kingdom and city had its own little army, and they were all contending and competing with one another for power and influence. And Machiavelli wrote a couple of books, particularly one called The Prince, and they were all about what people who are politicians do to get a hold of and to hold on to power and influence. And it's usually, according to his books, it's usually by means of power and influence, by force, by deceit, by treachery, by lying. Those are commonly called today Machiavellian tactics. But the book review I read caused me to revise my ideas, because it said people have been reading his books for 500 years, and some of the ideas that he talks about really are branded by a lot of readers as completely evil and immoral and terrible. And other people who read those books say that it's not so bad. Actually, he was, as far as they're concerned, he was being satirical and trying to write little stories about the things we could be on the lookout for, and not be beguiled into believing every politician that comes along. I've managed to soften my ideas about what Machiavellian ideas are, and in these days when so much news is coming across on TV and newspapers and magazines and through social media, there are a lot of ideas out there, and I'm not so sure that all the ideas I hear about are good ones or anything like that. So I'm prepared to say I'm not so sure that any of these ideas are good. So I'm prepared to be skeptical, and I think you'd be wise to be skeptical about some of these ideas too. Well, that's it for today. See you next time.